The Appalachian legend of the Tailypo is a map of frontier survival. The monster's three-night assault on a lone cabin aligns precisely with how environmental and psychological threats compounded in the deep hollows. Researchers can apply this folklore framework to trace survival patterns and explain sudden, unresolved gaps in historical family records. The topography of eastern Kentucky enforced severe physical isolation. Temperature inversions trapped sound in the valleys, and a single ridge could separate a household from their nearest neighbor by a half-day's walk. In this environment, dogs required heavy caloric investment to maintain. They compensated for this cost by serving as the primary warning system and the only reliable means of securing meat when harvests failed. During the winter hunger seasons, adults used the repetitive, chanted rhythms of these stories to passively train children in strict resource rationing. Frontier living required a precise caloric equilibrium. Losing a single working asset could tip a household into systemic failure. This diagram illustrates the escalation pyramid. Night 1 represents faint early warnings, like crop blight. Night 2 is the tipping point. Losing a key support system traps the family in a starvation spiral. Night 3 marks total collapse, right before the threat reaches the cabin. This rigid three-stage narrative conditioned children to recognize when seemingly isolated incidents were compounding into a fatal trend. When extreme scarcity hit, families halted external civil participation to focus entirely on subsistence. This registers in historical ledgers as sudden, multi-year gaps in tax or census records. This split timeline compares the Tailypo folklore directly against paper records. The 3 nights map exactly onto a 3-year agricultural crisis: crop failure, livestock loss, and a winter blizzard. By year 3, this compounding disaster forces the family to abandon generational land for wage labor. An abrupt relocation or a broken paper trail usually marks the final symptom of a prolonged, undocumented battle with starvation. The Tailypo legend endures because it functioned as a masterclass in caution, enforcing strict respect for an unforgiving environment. Genealogists can decode their ancestors' hidden survival patterns by cross-referencing these inherited oral histories directly against the paper trail.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and visit us at AppalachianGenealogy.com.